What up, though? And welcome back to Old School Hip Hop Head Real Reacts. I also have another YouTube channel called Reel's Reactions, and on that YouTube channel, I'm reacting to 99% golden era hip hop. So if you're ever in the mood to watch some old school hip hop reactions, all you have to do is go to the link that I'm going to put in the description of this video. Alright, man, so today's reaction is a whole bunch of subscriber requests, but I want to give a special shout out to Wayne Moon for this request and Mark. Shout out to you two for this request, because I think these were just the first two people I saw request this. So, man, I did this Allman Brothers reaction to One Way Out or No Way Out. What was the name of that? One Way Out. So I did the Allman Brothers reaction to One Way Out a few months ago. And man, the Allman Brothers fans really responded well, man. I got a lot of great comments, man. I got so much history on the Allman Brothers band. So many great positive comments, man. I didn't know that the Allman Brothers were such a beloved band, yo. I honestly didn't, man. I had no idea. Wow. So another thing I learned through the comments, man, this band was cursed. Man, what's up with these rock bands, man? These guys have tragic stories, yo. There's one like heavy metal. I don't want to call them heavy metal, but yeah, heavy metal band. I forget the name of that band, but like one of their guys got killed in like a shootout in some fucking country club or something they were playing at. And then we all know about Leonard Skinner and a plane crash, man. And then we got the Kurt Cobains of the world and the Jim Morrisons, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. You know, it's just so many tragedies in this rock and roll genre. It's crazy, man. And with these guys, the Allman Brothers, they had one of the guitarists, one was name is, Dwayne, and the other one I think is Dickie. Hold on, let me see. Everybody told me about them. Let me see. Dwayne and Dickie. Dwayne Allman and Dickie Betts. Oh, they're not brothers. Okay, yeah, so like they were talking about how, I don't know if it was Dwayne, I think it was Dwayne got killed on a motorcycle, and then like a short time after that, their bass player, I don't know his name, I don't, you know, it might be here in my pen. Barry Oakley. Barry Oakley died on that motorcycle too. And then with Dwayne Allman, he got hit by a peach truck, and then they named the next album after he passed away, like Take a Bite of a Peach or something like that, that's crazy. Wow. Anyway, man, so yeah, the Allman Brothers, man, these dudes are legendary apparently. So we got another one here. So we got Jessica, and this is live on 4/20/1979. Today is actually April the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. April the 6th. Okay, so today is April the 6th. So, you know, we almost at an anniversary date for this. So we're coming up on a 36-year anniversary for this actual show. But enough talking. Let's get to this live performance. Oh, I know this song. Yeah, this is a super famous song, man. I had no idea it was the Allman Brothers. Man, it almost has a Grateful Dead kind of sound to it. But all right, let me keep it moving. They got two sets of drummers, and one's black. That's dope. So Dwayne's already passed away because his motorcycle accident was in '71. Damn. So this is not the original band. We're missing two original members here. But anyway, my bad.
Home is where your couch and your Wi-Fi are. And with free 2-day shipping, you can order your Wi-Fi early.
That boy's going crazy. Question. So is this Dickie Betts who they're doing the solo for right now, or is this the guy who replaced Dwayne Allman? Let me know in the comments. Or is this Dickie Betts right here? Man, I want to know which one is Dickie Betts, because they said Dickie Betts was a great guitarist. Wait, did I miss something? Shit. That has to be Dickie Betts. From what I'm hearing in the comments about how great of a guitarist he is, that has to be Dickie Betts. But they also said Dwayne Allman was supposed to be great too. So, you know, I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments. And let me know who replaced Dwayne. Was it one of those situations where they always had new guitarists coming in because nobody could take Dwayne's spot? Or, you know, it's rock and roll. They could have had all kinds of turnover issues or whatever. So, all right, let's keep it moving. Obviously, the basis is new, or not the original basis. Alright, man, yo, there it is. The Allman Brothers Band, Jessica, live, April 20th, 1979, at the Capitol Theater. Man, I was so many thoughts going through my head. Like, first, let's just talk about the black drummer. So, from everything I'm reading in the comments, well, I ain't gonna say everything, but a lot of people in the comments were going back and forth on whether Leonard Skinner or the Allman Brothers was the best Southern rock band. But some people were saying that the Allman Brothers didn't even consider themselves a Southern rock band. But what I'm saying, if they were considered a Southern rock band, whew, that must have been rough doing some of those tours in the South, being the black drummer, you know, with a Southern rock audience, you know what I'm saying, back in the 70s. Whoa, that would have been tough. So there's that. And then secondly, man, this song, this band, I get 60s vibes from the Allman Brothers. Like, when did they actually start? Everybody said Dwayne died in 71, and they said they were early into their career, but does that mean they were 4 or 5 albums in? Because maybe the Allman Brothers did like 20 albums? I don't know. But their music and the way they perform and the sound, everything feels like the 60s to me, late 60s. And lastly, man, yo, I did not, this band was so good. Like the musicianship, the instrumentation, it was so good that I didn't even realize that there were no vocals in the song until we was like 7 minutes, 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. That's why I laughed at one point. I just had realized that there were no vocals. That's how good the band is. Wow, man. All right, yo. There it is. On to the next one. I'm out.